Well, hi everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski on this Wednesday morning. Normally, what would be the final day of February, but not this year because it is leap year. It's February 28th, and we are seeing a cold start to the day out there with weak high pressure overhead, clear skies. Winds have died down. Temperatures for most of us are in the single digits this morning, but a warm front moves northeast across the region, which will begin to usher in the next warm-up. Winds will turn a little bit breezy out of the west and southwest. That's going to help to usher in some better temperatures. Not super warm not yet. But tonight, winds turn southerly and south and southwesterly, and those winds might actually get stronger later in the night. You see those winds out of that direction there. Well, they're going to be pretty breezy, and so temperatures kind of drop early in the evening and then just kind of level off through the night. They won't drop off too much overnight. So not as cold, but the breezes will be up there. But then look what happens tomorrow. Strong winds. Unless you're out west, strong south and southwesterly winds. The winds will be a little bit lighter out here, but look how much stronger they are over the eastern half of the area. South winds, they're going to be up there around 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts to 40 miles per hour. And with warmer, low relative humidity, the fire weather threat is going to be back. The fire danger will be back for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, still pretty breezy out there tomorrow night. Winds still 15 to 25 miles per hour out of the south-southwest, so it keeps us milder. We'll see mostly clear skies, just a couple of clouds around as we head towards Friday morning and the first day of March. Highs later on today, topping out in the 40s and lower 50s, warmest in the southwest. Cooler closer to that cold air mass. It's moving away from us, but we're still on the edge of it here, so 30s and low 40s over eastern parts of Nebraska. We're going to try to get to the upper 40s later today in the Tri-Cities. Tonight will not be nearly as cold. Mid to upper 20s and lower 30s for lows. Tomorrow, much warmer, but also quite windy. Upper 50s and low to mid 60s for highs. Tomorrow night, mostly 30s, mostly low mid 30s, 20s out west around a few spots like Ogallala, North Platte, and Imperial, but mostly low and mid 30s out there for your day on, or for your nighttime hours, Friday night or Thursday night going into Friday. And then for the first day of March, your highs 60s and low 70s out there. Will still be pretty breezy, not as windy, but breezy. So there's still maybe somewhat of a fire threat out there for Friday. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast here. Again, we are going to be warming up here. Some of my days aren't as warm as previously expected, not going 70s now for Friday or Sunday. In fact, Sunday is really all about the timing of the cold front that will pass through. Now, Sunday is going to be a very windy day once again, so I'm a little concerned about the fire threat there with the strong winds ahead of the cold front. And even behind the cold front, the winds will be strong Monday, and then behind that cold front, we may see some very minimal moisture Sunday night and Monday morning. I don't think we'll see much. Light rain changing to snow. The amounts should be very minimal. We will drop off temperature-wise. The cold air is not as cold, though, with this front compared to what we're dealing with right now. And then we warm up a little bit on Tuesday. And in fact, we may warm up a little bit more Wednesday and Thursday look pretty good. And then we'll see another drop in temperatures later next week. A couple of the forecast models. I'll show you the European first here. It's pretty sunny over the next several days to come. System misses us to the south with rain. It would be lovely to see some rain. Unfortunately, none of that in store. As we get towards Sunday right here. So here's Sunday. Let's put it about noon. Let's back it up right there, noonish. There's the cold front. The European model already has it sitting in eastern Nebraska by that point. So south winds are going to turn brisk out of the northwest behind the cold front. We may start to see some moisture towards the end of the day and into the evening. It doesn't look like much right now. So I've thrown in that slight chance of light rain changing to snow. It's not a very good the European model does not have a good chance of that. We'll be cooler on Monday, and then we'll warm it up after that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then maybe some more moisture we'll see later next week. That's that next cool down late next week, around Friday, Saturday there. We'll see how that plays out. The GFS, on the other hand, let's see how that goes here. Again, sunshine the next several days. Looking ahead to Sunday, let's take it to about noon Sunday. It's a little bit slower with the cold front. Has it moving through, though, and the winds will go from strong south and southwesterly winds to strong northwesterly winds. Fire threat will be high. And then here comes that slight chance of light rain and snow Sunday night and a Monday morning. It doesn't look like much right now, although the GFS is slightly more aggressive than the European model, but it also still looks like a weaker system. Dry weather with cooler conditions Monday. We start to warm up Tuesday, Wednesday, a few more clouds around. And then maybe a little more interesting later in the week, maybe some moisture returning in the form of some rain or snow. We'll see. Timing is way different than the European models, so at that point, just no good feel for the forecast from there. Temperature trends. The European model, cold right now, warming up later today. Warming up even more the next several days here into the weekend. Then here comes the next shot of cooler air Sunday night and a Monday. Back that up right there. But notice it's not as cold right there. That's as bad as it gets. Well, notice what we have right now. We have more of that pink closer to us. Jump ahead to Sunday right there into Monday. The pink staying pretty far to our north. We'll start to warm things back up by the middle of next week, and then maybe the next cool down later on next week. We'll see how that goes. The GFS is probably going to be a little bit colder. We'll see how that goes. So again, there's the GFS today. Cold start. Warming up a little bit this afternoon. Warming up more these next several days to come through the weekend, and then Sunday into Monday, here comes the next shot of colder air, but the pink stays to our north. So it's not as cold as what we're going through right now. And then it kind of starts to warm up here about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Maybe a drop then late next week. So, but it looks like a pretty temporary drop. And there's not as much cold air with that either, so we're not talking about bitterly cold air filling in. There's none of that pink showing up from the Arctic into our neck of the woods here. So that's the good news here. So, but we may see moisture return here, which would be a good thing. We do need the moisture. We've been so limited recently, and these windy days have really been a big problem because of the lack of moisture through much of the month of February. So with that, I'm going to let you all go for today. I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. I'll be back with you for this final day of February. My final day of the week, actually, is I will be off on Friday, and Ian Mason, our new news anchor, well, he does a little weather as well. He's going to be filling in for me on Friday here, so you can see him on TV. I don't know if he'll do any Facebook Lives or anything like that here, but anyway, the weather looks pretty quiet for Friday anyway. So thank you for watching. I will see you all again on Thursday. Talk to you all later. Bye.